Hey YouTube, welcome back. I'm Brian. This is my second watch review video, and if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button down below. And yeah, this video today is on the Squale 30 Atmos GMT Ceramica. Quite a mouthful of a name. I bought this, so it was a bit of an impulse buy. I bought it from Long Island Watch. I think when they introduced it, they had an Instagram post. It was $7.99, and I don't know, it just caught my eye, and I jumped on it. And I jumped on it immediately. I've also seen them available from Nomon watches, both these with the all black bezel, and then also some different color variant bezels. They got the Tropic, which is kind of like a faded green and purple. I think I've seen some Batman and Pepsi versions on there. So yeah, if you want anything other than the black, definitely check them out. I'll leave a link to both Long Island and Nomon in the description below. And then jumping into the review, starting off with the dimensions, we've got 20mm lug width, a 40mm case, and the bracelet tapers down to about 18. On the case here, we've got, if it'll focus, we've got brushing on the top of the lugs, and then brushing on the integrated outer links of the integrated bracelet, and polishing on the sides, and then you can see there we got the polished sign crown with the Von Buren logo. Charles Von Buren was the founder of the Squale brand back in 1946, and then polished on the other side as well. And we've got the screw down case back it's got the Squale emblem there, which is I believe Squale is Italian for shark. This is the 1545 model, stainless steel, sapphire crystal, all the standard stuff, 30 atmospheres, water resistance. And we've got a screw down crown. It hacks, hand winds, super smooth hand winding. You can hardly hear it there. I actually have to lift the watch to my ear to hear it. And then if we pull it out to the first position, winding it forward will adjust the GMT hand, and winding it back will quick set the date. And bezel is ceramic. All of the markings here are loomed, and they're really well loomed. I'll pop up a loom shot a little bit later on. And the dial, we've got an all black dial. Doesn't really have a sunburst effect. It's just kind of a flat black, but it does it's glossed. It does play with the light pretty well. We've got the Squale logo there, GMT, automatic through 30 atmospheres, and quite nice applied indices. We've got the stainless steel outer edge, and then filled with loom in the middle. Hands, Mercedes hands, which don't have a whole lot of loom. That is one of the downfalls of the loom. When I pop up the loom shot, you'll see that indices in the bezel are kind of fantastically loomed, but the hands are lacking a bit. Moving on to the bracelet, we've got a Jubilee bracelet, integrated pretty well, brushed on the outer links, polished on the inner links, solid end links. And moving to the clasp, this is one area where I do feel they skimped a bit. This is one of my complaints about the watch. It is a milled clasp, but it's just kind of a push clasp with friction and then the fold over, which is fine now. It's pretty solid and tight now, but I feel in a couple of years these little push clasps, these little I don't know what you call them, arms or lips, do kind of wear out or break off. So that is what my one complaint with this bracelet. And I really do feel like they could have done better there. I mean, I've got another bracelet here that I bought this bracelet off Amazon, which I've used on a different watch. I think this was like $30 on Amazon, fully milled clasp. double push button, and fold over clasp. I mean, and that was a $30 bracelet on Amazon. I do feel like for an $800 watch, I do feel like they could have done a bit better with that. But I mean, other than that, it's not a bad bracelet. We've got screwed links, links are polished on the side, and yeah, it wears pretty well on the wrist. Let me just get a wrist shot on there. I mean, I've got a 7¼ inch wrist and a 40mm case. Fits me quite well. The crown is big, but I haven't really felt it kind of jab into me much at all. And yeah, it just has an awesome wrist presence. And I'll take it out into some natural light, so you can get a better view and see how the different polished surfaces and that play with the light. And then getting it into some natural light. You can see here, I think it really comes into its own once you get in a bit of natural light and you see the way the different polishings and everything play with it with the light. And that ceramic bezel catches the lights pretty well. Good AR coating on the crystal. You don't see too much reflection back. And yeah, I think it's a pretty handsome little watch. And now back indoors, under the artificial lights, although we've got a bit of natural light coming from the window. That's it. I mean, I think it's a very attractive watch. It's definitely got some wrist presence, gets a bit of attention. It is an obvious homage to the Rolex GMT Master 2, which is either a good thing or a bad thing. I still don't entirely know how I feel about homages. Sometimes I feel like a bit of a wannabe or a poser wearing a watch like this. Other times I just really enjoy the watch. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. Let me know what your experiences have been, if you've owned one, or any questions. Comment below, leave your comment. I'd love to hear from you guys. And if you like this video, please like it, hit the little bell icon, and subscribe, as I try and really helps me out if you subscribe. I'm just trying to build this channel up, so yeah, I would appreciate that. And I will see you in the next one.